Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
There are many demons, but there's only one.
Electro Demon.
Y que aquí te ofrecemos, Señor, que la luz de tu gloria la ilumine hacia el paraíso. Acepta este cordero arrastrado por la furia y el pecado, y acógenos en el paraíso.
Resident Evil 4 Remake just recently came out. It's a remake of, well, Resident Evil 4, which came out back in 2005 for the GameCube and PlayStation 2 a bit later. Resident Evil 4 changed so much. It was an enormously influential game in all aspects, innovative gameplay mechanics especially. So Capcom decided to remake this beloved classic. I admit, I was a bit skeptic, cause PlayStation 2 games still look good and are not in a dire need of remaking. Plus, Resident Evil 4 had many HD remasters throughout the years. But I was wrong. Resident Evil 4 is very different than the OG Resident Evil 4, but in a good way.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
The story in Resident Evil 4 Remake revolves around Leon S. Kennedy, a special agent sent to a Spanish village to rescue the president's daughter, who's been held imprisoned. Upon arriving, Leon discovers that this is not a regular village and all the villagers have been infected with the Las Plagas virus. That's as brief as I can go about the story without treading into spoiler territory. It's a great story. It was back in the day and it still is. Acting is great and voice acting is superb. I think the dialogue has been re-recorded for this remake. The bread and butter of Resident Evil 4 Remake is the gameplay. The original had great gameplay mechanics, but good for that time. Now it's been modernized and you can finally move while shooting. You control Leon from the third perspective. This time around, the knife plays a much bigger role than in the original. You can parry and block attacks with your knife, as well as get out of enemy grabs with it. You can also crouch down and do stealth attacks with your knife. Even when shooting, if the enemy is down, while it's down, you can stab him with your knife to finish him off. The knife is breakable, so you won't be able to endlessly spam blocking and parrying, but you can repair your knife at Merchant's Place. Every weapon is great. You'll start off with a pistol, which is great for regular Ganado villagers. Then you'll get the shotgun, rifle, submachine gun, magnum, bolt gun, etc. Every gun is upgradable and you can buy different guns at Merchant's Place. There's also crafting in this game. You can craft ammunition, mines, grenades, etc. There's also crafting of herbs, a staple of Resident Evil series. There's also treasure hunting in this game. For example, you find a necklace and it has slots for gemstones. So you put those gemstones in that necklace and it suddenly has a bigger value than the sum of its parts. And you're gonna need the money, or pesetas to be precise. You'll be upgrading your suitcase, weapons, ammo capacity, etc. And you do that through the legendary merchant.
I got something new for you. Your valuables won't do you much good in the grave. Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us, I suppose.
You can even visit his shooting range to obtain small permanent boosts, aka perks. Let's talk about the enemies. The Ganado forces are varied. At first you'll be killing villagers, then later on spiders, mutated villagers, possessed dogs, cultist villagers, chainsaw-wielding maniacs, regenerating monsters and plenty more. I love the whole Ganado army. Their Spanish comments are also pretty fucking amazing. When you first see that chainsaw wielding dude, you'll be scared as fuck. The The most annoying is the regenerator. You'll see this asshole closer to the end of the game, and you need to use a thermal scope to kill parasites in his body. It's kind of an annoying enemy, but sometimes he mutates after you kill the parasites into a stronger form, and if you get too close, he can one-hit kill you. But it's manageable. It's really so much fucking fun to kill Ganado forces. The boss fights are also great, especially the one with Krauser. In the original, this fight was merely a quick time event, and a poor quick time event at that. But in the remake, this is an actual boss fight. Also, the Garador. My fucking god, what a boss fight. The enemy doesn't see you, but it has great hearing. Wow, amazing boss fight. There is some cut content in this remake, but there's a lot added. But I think the team at Capcom did a phenomenal job of capturing that Resident Evil 4 atmosphere and gameplay, and just made it even better with modernizing it. Speaking of modernizing, RE4 Remake runs on the RE engine, Capcom's proprietary engine that is famous for looking good. It's a great looking game, from objects, shadows to characters, everything is insanely detailed. There's even some ray tracing. I've played this on the PlayStation 4 with 4K and HDR enabled, and I have to say that it's really insanely good looking. No game-breaking bugs were found during my playthrough. Yeah, I forgot to mention the puzzles. There's quite a few of them here. Nothing was too hard, and if you're an avid gamer, you'll have no problems. Only the one with the moving broken glass was a bit shitty. Let's talk about music. It's ambiental, downright scary sometimes, and there's a lot of orchestral stuff as well. The mixing is done exceptionally well, and all these sound effects sound great. Really, if you liked Resident Evil 4, then you'll like Resident Evil 4 Remake. It's a completely different game, but really an amazing fucking game. I have nothing to even nitpick about. It's really that good. I played on the standard difficulty, and it took me around 17 hours to finish the story. And I have to say, one of the best 17 hours of my life. If I had to give a score to Resident Evil 4 Remake, I'd give it 10 out of fucking 10.